test for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Good morning. Good Wednesday morning to be exact. Happy hump day to you all. I love hump days, which is why the lawyer wife hates them. for private reasons we shall not discuss further. What's going on? Speaking of humping things, let's go to Doggo Cam while you guys muster up. Where you from? What you munching on? And let's see who's in the room with me. Absolutely nobody. They're all hiding behind the desk. Hey, Wiley. Go get Jeb. Go get Jeb. You want Jeb? Go get him. See him? Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Fetch. Okay, you guys are no fun. Peeps, go get Jeb. Oh, there he goes. Here he goes. There he goes. Good boy. Good boy. I don't know where Kunu's at. Lawyer wife's at the office today, so I'm dog sitting. All three of them, but Kunu doesn't play with us anymore. Sorry about the mess. I have the table in here because I'm working on a project. Locals, you'll see that project soon enough. It's Starlink. We'll talk about it after this Starlink stream. SpaceX started theirs. Why is it 360? That's stupid. We're going 4K. 4K or nothing. We'll get to that here in a second. Wiley likes laying under things. You know, he likes his little nooks, his little caves. That's why I call him Harry Potter. He sleeps under this little staircase I built for him so they can get in the bed, but he sleeps under it. Quite hilarious. All right, let's go back to me so we can do our muster. We'll go back to the dogs if they can entertain us later. You guys like my who dad? Look at that. That's professionalism right there. Straight out of the bed. Woke up, worked out. I'm Kevin from Ohio, drinking my shake and an energy drink. I'm double fisting this morning. I alternate my energy drinks every other month, so this month is about to come to the end, which is sad because now I'm going to have to cut the energy drinks here in a few days. Poopy. But that's why you guys tune in here, right? For the professionalism. Let me scroll up here. Alabama. Hello, Alabama.
You should go home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Brazil, got nothing for you, but thank you for tuning in. The UK, what's going on, UK?
You sound like you're from London.
Good morning. Parachutes are the way. Yes, I love the colorful emoji. Oh, I'm wearing I just happen to be wearing my shoot shirt bra. Shoots. So wait. Locals members, I do have the locals chat open for you. Justin Lamb, good morning. Kevin, good morning to you, Justin. Thank you, Alex. Starship blew up. Yes. Thank you. Spoiler alert. We'll talk more about that on Friday. Elon's going to do a Spaces for subscribers on Twitter on Friday. So SpaceX and the news will be released after that, which will probably be later in the evening. We'll see, but I want to get that in the show because he's going to talk all about that. That Rudd. Let's see. North Carolina. Texas. We got Texas in the chat. Here we go.
I pulled him out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
Perth, Australia.
Austria? Well then, good day, mate.
Oregon, Sweden. We got Coffee Drinker in the chat. No, I still haven't had my cup yet, but maybe one day. You guys can see me bounce off the walls. Another Texan. Nazareth, PA. What's going on, neighbor? Good to see you again, Stuart. I like your little Stuart minion emoji thing. New York City. What's going on, New York? Don't have New York in the chat too often. You guys must be shy. And SpaceX started their live stream. We'll go to that here in a second. Then we'll talk about the mission. Eric Beavers, what's going on, Master Chief? Grand Junction, Colorado, and Covfefe. Nice. Do I have something for Colorado? I think I do. Yes, I do now. Yeah, this one's for you, Eric.
Someplace warm. A place where the beer flows like wine.
I'm talking about a little place called Aspen. Buffalo, another New Yorker there. Norway. Spain, nice. Having a beer. Yeah, I guess it's a little later in the day for you guys, huh? Another Texas man. Texas. You guys are taking over the chat. Another Englishman. Southern California. I got some for California, and then we'll get to the stream here.
California. Beautiful.
You might notice that I have a lot of Dumb and Dumber quotes. Apparently, they use a lot of states in that movie. All right, here we go. Let's go to the live stream.
At SpaceX. I'll be your host for today's
Vandenberg.
Starlink mission, which marks SpaceX's 26th launch of the year and 225th overall mission to date.
What's going on?
Now,
Good morning,
today
Keith,
we're
mate.
sending another 46 Starlink satellites to orbit. And as a reminder, Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX to provide high-speed, low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations around the globe. Now, despite the foggy views on your screen, weather is looking good for liftoff today. The range is also ready to support, and we are proceeding with a T0 time of 6:40 a.m. Pacific time from Vandenberg Space Force Base at Pad 4 East in California. And the teams are currently tracking no issues with the vehicle or spacecraft.
All right. Since we have a moment of silence, I'll tune in here. Obviously, it's West Coast Vandenberg, if you haven't noticed already, judging by the ground clouds. Cloud looking good, delicious. So they might not have the best views for this one. Okay. That's fine. We're just here for the experience together. We'll just stare at the accumulation together. They're going to land this booster on, of course, I Still Love You, the drone ship out there, so it's not a coastal landing, but this is the lucky 13th mission for this booster. Lucky 13. So it's a good day to tune in. What's going on, Italy, Albuquerque, Kenya? Nice. Yeah, stick around for the after show today. I'm going to share some things with you guys. It should be a good time. Yep, he's found his nook. He ain't moving.
And coming up next, in the next few seconds, we should hear that Stage 1 has completed liquid oxygen loading.
Stage 1, lock flow complete.
Usually when Kunu anchors himself, he doesn't leave.
The first stage is fully loaded with RP1 and locks, and awaiting completion of locks load on the second stage in about 50 seconds from now. And once that is complete, this will conclude propellant loading on the vehicle. Now, normally we would see some white clouds around the vehicle. During propellant loading, we vent cold gas that forms above the LOX tank surface, and what you see and may be able to hear from time to time is a result of that cold gas coming into contact with the warmer California air and then condensing.
All right, so while we're waiting for launch, I'll just go ahead and share this with you guys. Check this out. This was sent to me from huge fan of the show. See if you can guess what it is. I'll tell you what it is after the stream's over. All right, put in your guesses now. Virtual high fives to anyone who can get it right. Okay. All right. To give you a hint, it's made out of aluminum. Aluminium, as those weirdos in the UK say.
Now we should hear a call out shortly for second stage LOX load completing on the vehicle. And at that point in time, Falcon 9 will be fully loaded with 1 million pounds of fuel and liquid oxygen.
You guys are guessing some sort of rocket part. That you're onto something. I wonder what gave you that idea.
The booster you see on your screen is flying for the 13th time today, having previously supported NASA's Crew 1 and 2, Series XM8, CRS-23, XP, Transporters 4 and 5, Global Star FM-15, Aero C3, and 3 Starlink missions. After liftoff and stage separation, the booster is scheduled to land on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, which is currently stationed in the Pacific Ocean.
Falcon 9's in startup.
There's that call out that Falcon 9 is in startup. And next we should hear that the launch director will be go for launch.
If the guy who sent this to me happens to be watching, go ahead and give me permission to share who you are, and I will. I just don't want to do that in case I don't have your blessing.
LD is go for launch.
And as you just heard, the launch director has given the final go to proceed for launch. So let's sit back and watch as Falcon 9 takes our 46 Starlink satellites into space.
hold.
Oh, no. Teasing us on hump day. Story of my life. It's probably weather. Hold, hold, hold. No,
Now,
no,
if you've
no.
been tuning into the webcast, you may have heard the hold during the countdown given just a few seconds ago. Now, prior to that, the countdown was proceeding nominally, so please stand by while we check in with the team to see if we can get more information.
I bet it's the weather. That's my guess. I have no idea, though. I'm not a wizard. Too much cloud seeding going on out there in Vandenberg. Ease up on the cloud seeding, bras. I don't want no scrub. Scrub as a guy, but ain't no love from me. Something, something, something. If you're just tuning in with us, congratulations, you haven't missed liftoff yet. But we have a scrub, and we're waiting to find out why. Have some wheat thins while we figure out why. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about Slick 6 on Friday's Sode, bras. So just chill. Chill, like the rocket. We'll have much to discuss on Friday's Sode.
And on countdown 1, we're proceeding with propellant offload. Scrub was due to probability of landing failure.
Yep, that probably has to do with weather. Maybe it's too breezy by the drone ship. Or it could be maybe there's an issue
As you
with
might
the
have
first
heard,
stage.
we have called a hold due to probability of landing failure today at T-minus 16 seconds. Keep in mind that the purpose of the countdown is to help us catch potential issues prior to flight, and there are 1,000 ways a launch can go wrong and only one way it can go right. Now, given that, we are overly cautious on the ground, and if the team or the vehicle sees anything that just looks even slightly off, they'll stop the countdown. Again,
Lucky
the vehicle
13.
and the payload are in good health, but this will end our launch attempt for today, and we will be trying again tomorrow. Please check our social media accounts for the updates there. And hopefully you'll join us. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. It's that lucky 13, bro. All right, well, we'll just proceed with the after show then. All right, so you guys got your guesses in. Was ist das? All right. Now, I didn't see I had blessing from the one who sent this to me in the chat, so I'm just going to anonymously tell you what this is. I want to pull up what he told me here. So this is a machine aluminum part, okay? And it comes from STARSHIP. It is a wiring interface. Don't know more than that. Okay? It's very light though. I mean, I don't work around machine parts very often, given my gig. But, you know, it looks like it'd be heavier if it was made of like metal or steel, obviously. But aluminum's a lot lighter for obvious reasons. They need that. Okay? Actually, I'm lied. I lied. I assumed it was for Starship. It might be for Falcon 9, actually. Or Merlin. That's what he's telling me. Okay, so I don't know why there's a red ink splot on there. I think someone's finger might have got caught in the machine. Okay. So I thought that was really cool of him to send that to me. It is a wiring interface for something. For a rocket of SpaceX's. Yeah, scrub because of weather conditions or marine conditions by the drone ship. They want to make sure they catch that booster. So I have some more things to share with you guys. Which one should I start with? I'll start with this. Okay. Let me go to my other screen. You get to see my wallpaper. That's me. That's Jeb flying, right? In the plane I built for him on a cloud-looking day. So the other day here in Ohio, we had a pretty bad hailstorm, which was kind of crazy. I'm going to show you a video first of my brother, he lives in an adjacent neighborhood. He sent this video. I'm gonna show this to you guys. This is how bad it was, man. All right, now check this out. This is me holding one of the gumball sized hail pieces, and look what it did to our screen. All the screens in the back of our house just tore up to shreds. So it did some, we had a roof inspector out last night. It did some pretty heavy damage to our roof. And I was just on the roof when the inspector came by anyway, because I got Starlink in the mail finally after 15 months. I finally got my Starlink, brah, and I was gonna install it on the roof, but then after I got it in the mail, I realized I don't have the roof mount or an extension cable, because I think they give you this 50-foot cable. So I ordered the 150-foot cable. But when I got up on the roof, I realized the pitch it's a 2-story roof, right? So the pitch is so steep, I couldn't even like stand up without my shoes. I couldn't even like crouch without my shoes sliding. I need like special pair of shoes or something, or a ladder to go up there. But so I was like, oh, if I try to even crawl, like belly slide up the roof, I'm gonna end up falling off. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna mount it on a pole then. So I'm waiting for the pole mount to come, and I'm gonna run the long cable through our vinyl fence. I thought that was a pretty good idea. But check this out. This is another quiz for you hardcore kids that grew up in the 80s or 90s. See if you can catch the what's the word? You can catch the reference. All right, this is the Wi-Fi name. So, good luck, buddies. All right, there's your hint. See if you can figure it out, chat. And while you're guessing, I'll show you my project I've been working on that I kind of been hinting at the last few weeks. So I built the lawyer wife a garden in our backyard. I just designed it off the top of my head, and I just kind of started building it together. So I'll show you what I've been working on. These are all the siding parts, the planks. I don't do a whole lot of manual labor, but it ended up turning out pretty good. Yeah, my manual labor is pretty much restricted to, yard work and cleaning up tornado damage. Apparently, like I had to help my brother-in-law out with that the other week, and bury a drainage ditch and everything like that, or a tiling ditch. Yep, cameo appearance, LW. She's putting in sticks into the garden just so we don't have to put as much, and logs. She took a lot of my firewood. She stole my firewood, so we don't have to put as much, topsoil in there. But we got that delivered last night as well, and so we spent the entire evening moving it from our driveway where they dumped it to in there. There's Cunu Bears. There's my third one helping me. Not really, not helping very much. So. This is the chicken wire, just for we had this 1 foot tall, 4 foot by 4 foot square gardening plot as like a test for the last year or two. And the plants grew really well. The problem was the dogs like to pee on them because they spill over the side, and they're big dogs that can pee into a 1 foot tall garden. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to build something a little bit higher, so this way they can't get into it. I learned that I hate working with chicken wire, though, dude. That stuff will cut you up if you're not wearing gloves. It looked like I was like a suicidal teenager or something with all the cuts I had on my arms. But here's the thing. This is a picture from this morning. We got all the manure in it last night. Smells great. And then the rest is up to the LW. She's just going to have to do the planting because I ain't doing it. All right, I did my part. Now I'm walking away. I thought I'd share that with you guys. Since we have a scrub, you can at least have some sort of entertainment. That's not big hail, though. It was plenty big enough for my liking. One of my brother's neighbors happened to be outside when he got caught in it, and it gave him a good old goose bump on his head. Ouch. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, sorry you're late, but don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It was a scrub because of the marine conditions, the weather in the drone ship area. But they'll try again. I don't know when. We have a Falcon Heavy launch tonight from the East Coast, so we'll be doing that live stream as long as they don't scrub that as well. And we'll see when they when they next push this launch to the Starlink launch. We'll catch that when they do. It'll probably be about the same time because they scrubbed it from yesterday as well. Never figured out why, but we'll just assume that was weather too. And then we have SpaceX in the news. Again, it will probably be later on Friday because Elon's doing a Spaces thing on Twitter for subscribers about the RUD. So I want to put that in the episode as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this eventful stream. Thank you, members, for member burying. And until next time, don't do anything I would do. Godspeed.